Should have put this on.
And we're live now. I can't put it on that.
And we have 0 people watching, so I don't know what Thomas is talking about.
Thomas wants to peace out. Made him
hey,
way too long.
hey everyone, welcome to 93 Lumber and Friends or whatever. Another live stream. I'm like coming in this last minute, so I'm like a little. Haven't got time to orient myself yet. So yeah, today we're drinking a Black is Beautiful beer. This one is by Folksbier. It is an imperial stout with Stumptown coffee, 10.5% alcohol by volume. Yeah, I picked this up. Collab with Weathered Souls, obviously, as all of them are. Brewed to support justice and equality for people of color. And I picked this up at Folksbier. This was canned 10, it looks like 10/28/20. And I'm pretty sure I picked this up like right after they released it. For some reason, I was thinking I picked it up in January. Maybe that's when I mailed them to you guys.
Yeah, because I was going to say, it feels like it happened in the new year.
Yeah. Oh, unless maybe they canned it and then waited a little bit. Because I could have sworn that I picked it up and then mailed it out. I don't know. But I picked it up at Folksbier and then I mailed it to them.
And before appreciative.
Before today. All of that happened before today.
That brought us here.
And here we are, the 4 of us, ready to drink a 10.5% stout on a Sunday afternoon with Stumptown coffee. I do like Stumptown coffee.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting for Mike.
He's all smiled. He's pumped.
I'm actually really curious how the coffee's going to come through, given it's October, because I drank a Hardywood's Black is Beautiful last night, and it was canned in January, and it was like super green peppery, like only from January. I was like, that's weird.
Weird.
But yeah.
Let's find out.
Let's do it.
I'm using my little Black is Beautiful glass.
Oh, I don't have a Black is Beautiful glass, but I have my Spiegelau stout glass, which I figured that was. I'll do it to there.
I don't have a place to put this. So. Oh. What if I move the cactus?
Keith, you are so resourceful.
Man.
It's not going to stay like that. So I'm not going to leave. Yeah.
Pretty darn black.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's beautiful.
Yeah. What color would you say that head is? I have such a hard time like
mocha.
I don't like eat a lot of chocolate or whatever. And stuff.
It kind of looks like a coffee colada, so I'm just going to say a coffee colada colored head, yeah.
Yeah. Mocha, light mocha is probably what I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, white mocha is a good way to look at it. Mike, you're very quiet.
Yeah.
Thomas says smile.
Yeah. Mike's here against his will, so sorry, Mike. Didn't mean to hang out with your buddies today. Sorry.
Are you just like Mike? Are you just like trying to annoy Thomas by acting like you don't even want it? You're just like, you should have sent it to Thomas. I don't know.
Right before we went live, Shaun and Mike were already on the stream, and before Keith and I came on before Keith, but this again before we went live, and Mike and Shaun were just screaming at each other. I don't know what the issue was, but it was very uncomfortable. And then they kind of like, because like the kid came in the room, when I got on, they're like, anyway, hush. Anyway, so we're doing this here today, and I'm like, what did I just come into? So I don't know if Shaun did something wrong, and that's why Mike's not smiling.
All I asked for is some solo videos. Is that so hard to ask for? Is that so much to ask? Like, anyways, you guys want to get a nose?
Yeah, more than anything. So it does have some of the base, like roasty, Russian Imperial Stout, maybe even approaching black IPA. I wouldn't say I'm getting a ton of coffee. Like the roast I'm getting, I could see from just the beer. I don't want to say everything because I want to take, things you guys might want to say. So I'll stop there and someone else can jump in.
Yeah,
I think a lot of berry, get a lot of currants and stuff like that.
Yeah,
maybe
100%.
some grape. That's my contribution.
No, I'd have to agree with you. Yeah, but there's like no coffee. It's more just like you said, Kyle, the roasty stoutness, some berries. Yeah.
A
little sweetness.
Yeah. Actually, I was just going to say that. A little sweetness, but
sorry.
You guys took everything else. Mine's a little cold because I took it out of the fridge like 10 minutes before I got on here. So
same for me. I forgot.
So it's nice. Yeah.
I actually don't mind lately getting my stouts a little bit cold, and you sort of taste them as they warm.
Yeah.
Change.
Agreed.
If I'm going to drink something that I want, like while watching the game, I probably want it to be, cellar temp. But doing the reviews is kind of fun, having it transform.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I can't believe how much berry. I mean, it's extremely like berry forward. Like I'm getting like a lot of like currants,
Yeah.
Currants, whatever.
Currants.
I looked it up. I think it is pronounced currants. Like I had like Google
really?
pronouncing it or whatever it was. And it said currants.
Yeah.
You want to?
Who wants to taste it?
Me.
Thomas does.
But he can't. But he can't.
All right. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Except for Thomas.
Yeah, except for Thomas.
I get a little coffee now.
Yeah,
a little bit. I wonder which roast it is because I ordered a bunch of Stumptown the last few months, and I find that their house blend is like the perfect house blend I think I've tried from like any other roasters. But I think this, given there's a bunch of hoppiness on the back, but I don't think it's coffee bitterness though.
It has the strongest ADC in the back.
Yeah, there's like this sweet. What is it? It's I've been having such a hard time with words lately. Like it kind of reminds me of like. It kind of reminds me of like a coffee culotta thing. Like not. It might also have to do with this as being pretty cold. So like that's just like the temperature is also doing it.
That's what I was thinking.
It would have to be like sweeter than it is, but it's
yeah, like if you got one like if you got it like I don't even know if you can get coffee culattas like black, like just with coffee, just slushy coffee.
You can.
It kind of reminds me of that.
Hey, Katie.
They say hey.
Hi.
What's the Stumptown coffee that you like? You like the house blend? Or it's the Holler Mountain?
Holler Mountain, yeah.
Is that the house blend? Holler
I
Mountain?
don't know. I love it. I'm a coffee snob.
But I should add to what I said, like it reminds me of coffee culotta, but I am not getting anything that this base stout wouldn't give me.
That's a good way to say it.
I'm not like there, but there's like that sweetness thing in there that I don't know what that is because I don't think it would come from coffee, right?
I think it's just the base. I think that's the base beer. I think you could achieve this taste without the addition of coffee, but I do think it has a little bit, I don't know, 10% extra roast maybe tossed on top. Like it's not like it took a beer that wasn't going to be roasty already.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm glad. I think it was. I think it was, no, or Mike mentioned the hops, like,
Ow!
or whoever mentioned the hops. No,
That was me. It
Oh,
was me, yeah. Because it's got this like nice like bite at the back end that gives it a nice character.
yeah, and that's definitely. It's like a lot of the people who brewed this who followed the base recipe decently. It just, like I said, with the aroma too, like it might lean a little bit more Russian Imperial, but then it's like, but there is some like black IPA kind of a thing too, you know.
Yes.
I get a super faint peatiness too. Like there is a little, and maybe that's the coffee, just a little bit of that smoky thing.
I am starting to get a slight green pepper thing.
I was going to bring that up too. I get it right at the end.
Oh my! I got it like kind of in the middle.
What does our resident coffee hater think?
Or like, I got it like right as I was swallowing. Like,
Yeah, me too.
Would that be the end?
they can hear you. Oh yeah, I guess that's the end. Usually I consider the end like after I swallow and that initial flavor drops out.
Oh,
That's what I consider the end.
Oh, interesting.
I have no idea what I'm doing, so
That makes
could
sense,
be.
though, I guess. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong.
Maybe we're all doing it wrong. Who knows?
We're doing beer reviews on
perfect,
YouTube,
guys.
pretending we know what we're talking about. But Mike, what do you think as a person that doesn't like coffee that much?
As a rational human being, yeah, I mean, there's not like an overwhelming roastiness like in such that you couldn't get this with just like a roasted malt. You know, this isn't like offensive to like a non-coffee drinker. This is I mean, like right off the bat, I almost get a faint bit of coffee, but it goes away pretty quickly, and I've probably gotten way more roastiness out of other stouts that didn't have coffee at all.
Yeah.
Do you get the green pepper at all?
Not really. I think mine might be both.
Yeah.
You guys
Mine
wanna,
was in the stout fridge. What were you going to say, Kyle?
I was going to say, you want to do some comments?
Yeah. Do you want to?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
All right. So Thomas was very rude before we started. We're waiting. I think we started maybe, I don't know, 30 seconds late. So deal with it.
We should see our group chat.
Don't you hi Thomas me, Mister, go live. Okay. Sorry to be polite and say hello to someone. That's weird. Oh, I'm a 0, huh? Wow. Okay, dude, like we're not professionals to deal with whatever you're going through. Here's a much more normal, sane thing. What up, fellas?
Hey,
What's up,
Colin.
Colin? How you doing, man? How's life? We did finally get Mike to smile, so that was a success, if nothing else. Travis, is there a better time to drink a 10% stout? I mean, maybe when you first wake up.
Yeah.
Thomas, I feel like I should enter the studio and manage the chats or something. Tongue sticking out.
I'm pretty sure we invited you and you just didn't show up.
I explicitly stated that. Yeah.
I was going to make a joke that we should only stream it on Thomas's channel and make him host it.
That would be funny. It always happens, Kyle. I agree, man. This is always
Yeah, why aren't you on the stream?
happening.
Or is this one of those things where you're supposed to be sleeping, but you stay up for like 5 hours more?
He's just
And
laying
you
in bed
just-
like this.
Because
You just hang out in the comments on YouTube?
Almost midnight his time, right? The Ultimate Mary, yes.
9:30. So
Is it 6 hours?
6 hours.
Oh, okay. I was thinking 8. Thanks. Back to Colin, drinking some Guatemala Culco coffee. Culco.
Sounds delicious.
They say notes of brown sugar, walnut, butterscotch. Nice. I wonder if some of that sweetness we were getting would be in the brown sugar or butterscotch.
Oh yeah, actually, now that you say it, it does. Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave this here.
I'm really-
It's true again.
I'm really good at someone saying something and me agreeing.
Here it could foster a conversation. What's your favorite Black is Beautiful so far? I do have an answer, but I've been doing most of the talking, so I'll gladly let someone else go first.
Does Mike want to go first?
Yeah, I think we should.
I know my favorite for sure. I actually
Oh.
have two that I like the most so far. One was surprisingly Sam Adams. I loved the Black is Beautiful. I thought it was absolutely spectacular. And the other one I really liked, no surprise here, was Spyglass. I thought theirs was really, really great.
Nice. Spyglass is crushing it. For people who are not watching this on the Nerd Sense channel, they posted their Samuel Adams review. Was that Monday this week?
Yeah, it was definitely sometime last week. Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure if you're not watching this on the Nerd Sense, guys, check out that video. Yeah, from this week.
Yeah, it was a very interesting one. I remember like going into it and drinking. I don't know if I like this, and then like as you drink it, as I drank it more, it kind of grew on me. So it was definitely an interesting one. If I had to pick my favorite, who was the one that did the barrel age blend?
Trillium.
No, sorry, not Trillium.
Oh.
It was in a bottle. It was in a bottle.
Oh, Browns? Or that's the one
Browns.
that Kyle said.
Yes,
Right?
that
Yeah.
one was really. I remember that one was really good.
Oh,
I
geez. Yeah. I was thinking Trillium was my favorite, but that Browns was really good.
yeah, that's the one that keeps coming back. That one, and then Miskatonic was really good too.
Yeah.
Like I just had so many that are like so good. Like the Spyglass one was great.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know if I can pick like a favorite, but
Yeah.
and you've had the base, Kyle, right? I think you'll
I didn't. I
yours.
never had the regular.
Oh.
I just had a lot that I think because of how many I've had, I kind of know
Gotcha.
probably what the base was. If you could like average the base ones that like the people who just followed the recipe, I think I have a decent.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wish I had. Yeah, Matt did. I think he had the 3 original ones they released, which include the base.
Oh wait, they released 3 of them.
Yeah, I think they did some like.
They kept doing variants of. So some guy in Texas sent him the base, the original base, and then 2 other variants. And I know that because I went over there and he didn't want to drink all of them, so he was like, "Here, you can drink these."
Oh, so you've had the base then?
Yeah, I don't remember because I
Okay.
only had a book.
Yeah.
And I've had so many of them that at this point, and it's
Right.
been like almost 6 months since
Yeah.
But
I feel like the Black is Beautiful beers have been a lot more consistent in high quality than the IPA thing that was done last year in similar fashion.
The Altogether.
Altogether. I feel like I had a lot of duds, a lot of them in that group. I feel like the Black is Beautiful almost consistently have at least been good. But I mean, I've had mostly like really, really good beers.
Yeah, I can't think of a Black is Beautiful I've had that was bad, like just bad.
yeah,
Right? Did we have anything? We've had Altogether's that were bad. I know that much.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was an Altogether that I'm thinking of. There was a local one to me that was real bad, but that was Altogether. That's a good point, Mike. You're right. There was some real duds, and I haven't had a dud Black is Beautiful. Thomas, you are welcome to join, bud. I somehow haven't.
No, you're not. No, you're not. We changed our minds.
That sucks, Colin. Yeah, I mean, I still every once in a great while see someone rebrewing it, but it does seem that's run its course somewhat.
I didn't say what my favorite was.
Oh, sorry, Keith.
No, I don't want to say it anymore.
Because you can't think of it right now.
Yeah. I don't know if they were my favorite, but the ones that stick, I actually really like this because it gives me like the Russian Imperial Stout, but it's not. It's a little muted, and I kind of like that a little bit. But the ones that stand out to me were the 3 3s, which I don't know if I sent those to you, Shaun.
I think we had.
You did.
did.
We had. I don't know if did we do it on stream or did we just drink? And it could be in the fridge still. I don't. We've gone through so many of these, but I remember that distinctly. Yeah.
And then the other 2, because they were like kind of weird, but I enjoyed them, were the Bomb Place and Country Club, because that was like partially blended and it had coconut in it, and it was like dry hop with Sabro hops.
Remember
And
that
it was like weird. not that it was my favorite, but it was like one of the more interesting ones that I had. And then the twin elephant one, which was like it had like almonds and chocolate and something in it, and it tasted kind of like an almond joy-ish kind of thing.
Wait,
Shaun, we had that one, didn't we?
there was one that was bad.
I was just gonna say that reminded me. You guys didn't like the Aurora one that I saw.
Oh yeah. Oh, that one was, yeah, because that's the one. Oh no, that one was weird. Yeah, that one.
Wait, that's when I sent Matt as a mystery, and Keith, you drank it, and I was like, "Hey, don't tell Matt about it."
Yeah.
And then I don't remember what I remember. Yeah, the Nerd Sense guys did not like that. I had mine super fresh, which maybe is why it was still fine when I drank mine. But yeah,
I thought the twin elephant one was. Oh, I disliked it too. Doesn't that one ring a bell, Mike? Like I think we had it. Like we didn't drink it together. We drank it days apart.
That's when I dumped.
I think that one kind of fell off after a while, so I may not have gotten it to you soon enough.
I vaguely remember this one.
Yeah. I think. Well, even if you didn't get, I think it just we were supposed to do a stream for it. We just never did, and like it just sat for a while. So finally, we were like, let's just drink it. But yeah, because if you think it was great, like it was the complete opposite. So I imagine it's something must have fell off. Like really
I don't remember it being great. I just remember liking it.
Well, the thing
but
is,
as far as
we're talking about extreme outliers here, like we've done streams with all together where we did 3 or 4 of them, and I thought all 4 sucked. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like the bits have been like routinely. Considering we're talking about breweries across the country doing variants of a similar style, like the fact that they've as a series maintained such quality, it's really awesome.
Yeah. Also, I think wasn't Kyle, you sent me one that had like peanut butter in it, right? Because I put a picture in the group because I poured it into a glass and like the bottom was just like
My friend Jerome gave me 2 cans of that, so I gave you the second can. Yes, I forgot. I don't remember the brewery. Oh, was it Thin Man? It might have been Thin Man out of Buffalo.
Maybe. I can go back and look. I think I still have the picture, but I want to say that wasn't necessarily a bad beer, but like the entire thing wasn't drinkable because there was so much sediment in there.
I bet you, Colin, that beer has held up and probably is drinking wonderful.
I just got another. I have 2 bottles left. I got a bottle for my birthday that someone was like, I didn't like this one, so you can have it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, and like Mr. Vanilla Police here was like, this is a lot of vanilla. So like, if anything, probably some time maybe.
That was a great one.
That beer, I was fine with that. Who's with me and thinking Kyle has pure vodka in the stand? Don't worry about it, Thomas. It's my day off.
He's a teacher. He's allowed to drink pure vodka out of
it's my day off,
cup.
Dude.
That reminds me of oh, hey Douglas.
Hey Douglas.
Douglas. Make sure you guys check him out too. I think I accidentally skipped this one. Hi everyone.
Hey Thomas.
Please like and share.
Definitely.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That reminds me of last night after Katie got home from work, we went for a walk and there's a couple breweries down. Oh, well, you guys know. Manskirt and Zigmeister. Yeah. They're like right down there. And we went for a walk and we stopped for a couple beers. And at Manskirt, when we first got seated, we got seated near a table that was apparently all like teachers. I don't know if they were like
professors.
Oh, college.
Yeah, I think they were.
They were some sort of educators, and they were all wrecked. They were wrecked. So yes, Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle, I guess that's like a teacher hobby or something. Some sort of.
Got online somehow. educate the future of America. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty broad shoulders us educators have, and sometimes
they were younger than you. They were younger than me probably. They were like late 20s probably.
Yeah.
And how do you know they're college professors?
Oh, because they were talking about like philosophy and how they hate their students and stuff like that.
They must be professors because a public teacher would. Yeah, I mean, philosophy could be. I mean, sometimes you might have an elective, and like we do touch upon, especially in like world history, the philosophers. But anyway, they sound lame.
I used to play a lot of open mics, and one of the ones I used to play with at downtown Lowell, there was these group of teachers that would go up and really fucked up, really drunk, and sing these really awful country songs, and it was like they were sloshy, dropping their guitars. It was pretty awesome.
I'm very sober right now. I don't know. I'm just one person, but if people want to look at me as the opposite of all these horrible stories about teachers and their drinking problems, I don't know. No, most teachers I know do like to cut loose when the opportunity arises. Yeah. I think that's true of a lot of professions, probably, though, right? I mean,
yeah.
That is an American thing.
What's Thomas's excuse then?
He's European. They're just constantly in a state of inebriation because they have America envy, So.
Yeah,
he's watched Friends way too many times.
He's watched what?
Friends. Thomas has the most interesting food and viewing habits. He eats like he's pregnant, and he watches TV like he's
4 years old.
He's like on point. It's like that's the thing to watch, brother. And then sometimes I'm like, you don't have like a book you could be reading or like a garden to tend to. Like you're using your time with that movie or show. Okay. I like the message on the shirt. Oh yeah, I did wear this shirt on purpose for the stream. But yeah, this shirt.
Oh, that's awesome. Is that a new shirt? I don't think I've seen that one.
No, I got it actually a while ago. It was in one of the First Sip brew boxes. They did,
nice.
They started kind of leaning into doing some diversity stuff. Yeah. But yeah, no, I did have a Black Panther shirt on. I was like, yeah, let me put this more on. It's a little bit more on the nose.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely check out Beer with Douglas. Rod J sent the Samuel Adams beer to Mike and Shaun, so definitely check out Rod J if you haven't already. I guess once you've like watched every other video on YouTube, you can then check out Thomas's channel. Not just beer video. I mean, like every video that's on YouTube.
Like every single YouTube video.
Then, okay, I've reached the end of the internet. I'll then go to Tom. Yeah, this guy right here. This guy doesn't even know my name. Yeah, so that's why he's make sure that once you've reached the end.
Yeah. I think it's particularly worth watching his videos if you don't speak Dutch.
Well, yeah, in my opinion, his Dutch videos are much better than his English videos because he's usually talking nonsense. So at least I don't understand the nonsense in his native language videos.
It's just the subtitles are so bonkers.
Wait, don't let Thomas on until we make sure he's got a shirt on. Oh, okay. Cute.
Fuck you, Kyle. Fuck you.
So Thomas does have a shirt on. That's good. That's good. Nothing but love. I love Thomas very much. I'm a big fan of his in all seriousness. Yeah, he's a good dude. Clearly been drinking all day, but he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't he drinking 18% Doppelbock at like 9 this morning?
I woke up this morning, looked at the message, and he's just like, mystery beer, 18% or whatever. It's like, what is, oh yeah, Europe. Yeah.
But I think even that was like 2 p.m. or something. It was like, it's still kind of early.
I mean, to be fair, we're doing it 10:25 at 3 p.m. I mean, just to give Thomas some credit after I took the piss out of him.
I think he was watching like the Snyder Cut again. So you probably need like an 18% beer if you're gonna sit through 4 hours of. Yeah. Because I'm sure he paced himself and drank it over the course of the 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. Man.
Wait, did he say? Did he say what it came in? Was it like an 8-ounce can? Was it like a 750?
That's a good question.
I don't think he mentioned the format.
Yeah, Thomas, we demand answers.
Thomas,
You're on the spot.
let us
Yeah,
know.
Thomas, if you're on, what size bottle or can was that beer you're talking about before?
And how long did it take you to drink it?
Wait, did he just drop behind the thing? Can we just re-add it? Oh no, he left. Okay, he just came on. I swear, Kyle.
Hey fellas, I haven't come on your videos since lately because I'm training for the Navy. Nice. I ship out May 12th. Take care, Mike, Shaun, Keith, and Kyle. Keep doing. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
And thanks for joining the Navy, obviously. And Mike was in naval.
Thanks for
the best thing to train the Navy is drink a lot. That's what I did.
Hey, Thomas is back. But also, yeah, Mike was in the Navy, so obviously, if Mike's saying the best training is to drink a lot, maybe. No, but thank you. It was a keg.
No, it wasn't a keg. Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
What's up, bro?
Hey.
That was fucking beautiful, man. That was fucking amazing. I love you guys. No, actually, that was. I didn't actually drink all that much today. I was pretty relaxed. No, that was the one beer where it was about 1 p.m. and I figured, you know what? I don't really want to do anything today. And I just want to drink one beer and I just want to chill out. And I have this mystery beer. I have a few on standby. And I figured, let's do a mystery beer for one beer for the afternoon. That's it. The goddamn thing was a 17.2%
Mystery
icebox bourbon barrel aged double bock. That was interesting. It was a 33 centiliter bottle.
So
Whoever sent that to you is not your friend.
What did you say?
I said, whoever sent that to you is not your friend. That's not a mystery.
It's been funny lately because I learned the trick from Matt, who's like, I'm going to start my review sessions with a mystery beer, and for some weird fucking reason, ever since I started saying that, all my mystery beers have been huge, high ABV, barrel aged stouts and barley wines and whatever. I wish I had never said that, but so anyway, really been enjoying the.
What did it come in? Was it a can? Was it a bottle?
Bottle.
Like a big bottle?
Keith doesn't listen.
No, like I just said, like a 33 centiliter.
Sorry,
I
didn't
think.
hear that part.
Wait, 12 ounces is 35 and a half.
So this was 11.2 ounce bottle.
11.2.
Yeah, that's 11.2. Yeah, 11.2 ounces.
Okay, that's not bad then. Yeah, that's
No, it was cool.
That makes sense. Who puts it?
Like,
someone put an 18% beer in a bomb for them, like they're psychopaths.
Excuse me, Shaun. You gave me a Trillium spice cake. That thing's 16% and a fucking 750.
Got you good.
Well, it wasn't a mystery beer. He just handed it to me. It was just like, here, you can have this.
Here's a commitment.
I will say though, I know that Shaun talked about it once because he saw it in the background in one of the reviews. The Magnificent Pagan Beast.
Oh, by Licking Hole Creek, yeah.
Yeah. That's like a 17 point something in a 17 point something percent ABV in a 750 bottle.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not lying. I finished that whole bad boy by myself over an afternoon.
I keep looking at it. Like I've even gotten so far as to put it in the stout fridge. And
man.
It's been like 2 months, and I'm like, I just can't find like when I need to dome 17%.
It's actually quite easy drinking, but you really, really want to make sure you just have like 4 or 5 hours to kill and do not have to go anywhere for the rest of the day. Yeah. But it's doable. I mean, it's doable. But then again, I'm Dutch, and we're used to heavy stuff. Yeah.
Oh. And we're all saying this like we haven't come across a few brewery bottles in our days.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're all trying to downplay this, but we've all been there. We've all had that.
Like who does that?
20% Black Tuesday, 750 milliliters. As long as you start early enough, it's fine. Like,
yeah.
I think
Black Tuesday.
One time Reed and I were at Road in Boston and did a Black Tuesday, like with appetizers.
Was it Black Tuesday or so happens it's Tuesday?
I don't know. fucking know
That-
anymore.
yeah.
We were fucked up. We were
That
fucked up
one's
to
still
start
like
with.
15.
Only 15. It's a whole.
Yeah.
We did, yeah. That's the first time I came to visit you guys. I think that's when we did the black. I mean,
Yeah.
I could obviously have had it another time, but that
No,
was
it was definitely 100%. That was the first time I've ever had it. Yeah.
it was nice splitting a bottle 3 ways versus drinking
Yeah.
like Tuesdays by yourself. I mean, 20% in a 750 milliliter is nuts.
And it doesn't even drink 20%.
It's not. It doesn't drink 20. I mean, it drinks big, but not 20%. No.
That's the danger in a lot of those beers. I could still swear that double bock thing that I had when I did the review, I could have sworn it was like 12% ABV, and it drank like even a little bit less. So I want to be swear that I took 3 hours to finish that bottle, but no, trust me, that was gone in like an hour. That was what Matt actually said it twice in his recent reviews, like danger juice.
Yeah.
So you can, it's not like danger juice like that, but still, like you can tell that it's high ABV, but you can't tell it's 17.2. That is way too freaking sweet and smooth to. So it's probably a good thing it came in like a small bottle. So yeah.
No, it's way better. Yeah. I think, I don't know, like actually it might be interesting to talk about. It does seem like there's a few places starting to put those big ABV beers in smaller formats. I think even the brewery has been doing, I mean, it's 16-ounce cans, but I think they've been putting some of their big stuff, which doesn't sound like a big downgrade for most breweries, but for them going from a 750 milliliter format to a 16-ounce is at least a step in the right direction.
So for what I once understood is that when you're canning or bottling or whatever, if you go for smaller containers, whether it be like 12-ounce cans or 11.2-ounce bottles or whatever, the amount of waste is higher. So when they have these beers that are limited in quantity, so not like huge amounts of core range beers, but the small batch or limited releases, the bottling them in like the 750s or going for like stovepipes or 16-ounce cans means less waste in beer during bottling canning, so you can actually bring out more. I'm not sure if that's 100% true, but that's something I once heard. So if that is the case, I do understand that the breweries are like, okay, so the brewery, to just mention one, if they have like small batches, they want to be able to push out as much as they can for revenue instead of wasting a lot of beer during bottling canning.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense, because like I've never seen a video of anybody bottling anything and having like waste, because they have like those machines, it fills up the bottle.
Perfect, yeah.
Put the cap on it. But with like the canning lines and stuff, you get like when the top goes on and it spins and just you get the loss there.
Right now, they're multiplying the number of opportunities to have spill or whatever, because there's a higher number of canisters you're trying to put the liquid in. It stands to I don't know. I agree, Thomas. I don't know if that is the case or not, but it stands.
It sounds logical, right? Yeah. So I think that's one of the reasons why you often see that. I will say though, for personal, like I told you, like every now and then, I like to have like a big bottle, like a 750 of a high percent ABV barley wine or stout, and just have that be my Sunday afternoon delight or whatever, but all in all, I like the fact that you guys are getting like the 8-ounce cans these days. We don't get those yet. I would love to have these big ABV beers and these 8-ouncer. So if I want to do a review session, I want to do 3 or 4 beers on an afternoon, that I'm able to do more of those big ABV stouts and barley wines without getting completely fucking hammered. I wish people did that, but if the canning situation and the wastage is a thing, I do kind of get it. So
unless they can find like a happy medium and do like a combo, like do some in 750, some in 8-ounce cans, and then let the consumer choose what format they want to buy.
Mike, were you going to say something?
I was going to say that the brewery now they're doing a 12-ounce bottles. 12-pack of Black Tuesday in variants. 4 variants, 3 bottles of each.
Seriously?
That's
into that.
I love the fact that they're doing that, because here in the Netherlands, in Belgium, I don't know if you guys heard, but the Strauze is doing their Black Damnations in 11.2 ounce bottles these days instead of the big 750s. I love when breweries start doing that. That's awesome.
The regular Black Tuesdays are still coming in those fucking champagne bottles. Those fuckers.
Psychopaths.
So next up, challenge accepted is when are they going to do magnums?
That's if they do magnums, we're gonna do a live stream where all of us drink a magnum to our face.
Yes, please.
Yeah, whoever can get them, send them to everybody, and we all have one.
For like 4 days.
Keith, when you can get them, send them to everyone, Keith.
Aw.
Wow.
I'll take some heat off of Keith. I felt bad. I didn't, at the time, I thought I might lose my job, so I didn't send anything when they sent you stuff, Thomas, and I ended up getting a raise. So the exact opposite thing happened. Just for the budget cut, just for people who are watching, just because of the coronavirus and hurting the economy, I thought maybe it would be budget cuts, and I would be the lowest person on the totem pole at my job. And then the opposite happened. So in hindsight, I should have contributed. So I also, like Keith, and not sent Thomas beer across the Atlantic Ocean. So
white privilege, right, Kyle?
Oh my God, dude!
Totally.
I tell you what.
Absolutely. It's just you're a trash at its worst, man. You're a trash. Fucking hell, bastards. No, but I mean, come on, fair is fair. I haven't sent you any beers yet either, so I'm gonna make that happen in the next beer mail. But I want to make sure that the guys from the Dutch Beer Collective and all of us together can do something for all of you guys. So, want to see what we can do. We're working on it, but yeah.
We need to figure out we need to start price shopping though. Oh, you gonna take off?
Yeah. Good seeing you, Mike.
Cheers, dude. Say hi to Bruce for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's
still alive.
Give him some belly rub.
Jesus.
So
that
what did I miss?
Slow in my head, and I was like, "What are you just saying?"
What was going on with Bruce anyway? That he had to pick up? Did I miss something or?
Oh no!
He's picking
him up from. I don't think it matters if I say it. He's picking him up from a training school.
Oh right, you mentioned that he was going to do that.
The plan is to give him there for I think a week or a couple weeks, but there's going to be 1 or 2 times where they bring him up for a couple hours just to get accustomed, and then they'll do that.
Yeah, I mentioned something along those lines. So you guys go and have a. What the fuck was that?
Oh, that does come through. That's my obnoxious dryer to tell you that it's. I can't believe that came through because it's kind of muffled because the door's closed, but.
Wow.
So, Thomas, in America, we have machines that dry our clothes, not just rope that we hang in our bathrooms. It's pretty sick.
You know what we have in Europe? Decency.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm pretty.
We have manners. No, dude. No, what we do have in Europe is better internet than you guys have, so that's nice. I like that.
Yeah,
that's fair. Fair.
I'm going to knock on wood because in 2 days they're going to do big maintenance here, and we're probably going to get fucked up on my.
You know what I think it is? I think the quality of internet is probably the same. It's just that the providers that provide our internet here are assholes.
Maybe that's it because. Yeah.
Well, it's also the infrastructure is also deteriorating.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually a thing because that's been on the news here for the last couple of days. How good old Joe is working on infrastructure, and one of the things that he's really want to go work on is the broadband internet, because apparently decent internet broadband connection is still not all that great in the United States. I thought it would be.
As far as yeah. No.
In bigger areas, we have but it's really just Comcast is the biggest conglomerate ever.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
All right.
Shaun is also right that the companies that provide the providers are assholes. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, because in a lot of places, your only choice is Comcast, so they can just do whatever the heck they want, right? Because it doesn't matter.
Well,
yeah.
If it helps, I'm making jokes about Europe, but I know somebody from Germany, and she's a teacher. And because of home teaching and everything that's going on because of COVID, there's actually she told me there's students that aren't participating, and I was like, why? Are they lazy or whatever? No, they just don't have internet.
No. Huh.
It was
like this is
insane.
2021 and this is Germany. You figured like, what? But no, they don't have internet.
We had a bunch go ahead, Keith.
I was just going to say, I feel like that is also happening here, but I feel like the ratio to Germany to here is like, especially considering the country we live in, how much money we have and all that stuff. Like, we really shouldn't have that problem, but we do.
Yeah. When we first went virtual last year in my district, a bunch of students, they were like going to like McDonald's and sitting in the parking lot using their Wi-Fi. It was real gnarly. And it wasn't, I mean, that was like national news that was happening elsewhere in the country. My district, at the very least, they started buying hotspots for the kids who didn't have internet. So I mean, but still, I mean, it was pretty nuts.
You think that 2021, that would be like normal to have.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, I'm going to let you guys do your thing with the Black is Beautiful beer. Thanks for letting me scream at Ryan for a little bit. And
it was great.
No, but I loved it. It was amazing fun, and I just really had like belly aches of laughing. It was beautiful. So I love you guys. I almost wanted to click end broadcast. Ooh, that went great. So you guys have loads of fun. I'm gonna go watch a movie and enjoy myself for the rest of the evening because yes, Shaun is gonna be Snyder Cut. Fifth time.
Wait, you're gonna watch it right now?
No. Just
Paul Blart Mall Cop. Is that what we're watching for the 8th time?
That's the one I'm watching. No, actually, I was considering popping in the Keanu Reeves Constantine.
Ooh, I watched that.
Okay.
I mean, considering the source material, I know it's, but just as a movie on itself,
yeah, it's a fun flick.
I like it. So I think I'm gonna pop that one in. So yeah, thank you for your approval, Kyle. I like that. That's and Shaun, of course, you guys. I mean, and Keith.
I think
we're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm listening. I didn't hear what movie you're listening to, but.
That's fantastic. No, guys, have fun. See you guys later. Talk later, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday and your Black is Beautiful. And cheers.
Cool.
Cheers, Thomas.
Enjoy not having a Black is Beautiful.
Savage.
Oh, he's putting us off screen.
I will say I really do like this beer. I don't think I actually said it.
Beer is really good.
I really do like it. And if for 10.5%, I have this much left. Like
yeah. So be extra cautious when I'm shopping my food for dinner tonight. A little bit.
Yeah. Don't chop off your fingers.
I was going to ask you guys. Have you had, or have you seen any other ones released? Because this is the last one that I've seen released.
There was
other. I think like Weathered Souls did maybe released a couple variants since this was released, but
the Hardywood I had was from January. Oh no, January or February. Either it was one or the other. Yeah.
Oh, that was released this year.
Yeah.
Oh,
actually, I have a second can. Let me check exactly. It's right here. I just stepped on myself.
I don't remember the brewery, but there was, I mean, since like 2021 started, someone did. I just can't remember who it was. So, I mean, definitely, that's how these things go, right or wrong or good or bad. But, time passes and then it's on to the next thing.
January 11th.
January 11th? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, which brewery was that?
Hardywood.
Okay.
Which is so weird because this was October and I got super green pepper in the Hardywood, and this was way older with coffee. I wonder. That's just weird.
That is weird.
And the Hardywood was like 10% too, so it wasn't like they undershot the ABV. Hardywood knows stouts.
We did talk a little bit about this before you got on, Douglas. There was a local one to me, a brewery called Browns. They did a blend that was really good. I liked Trillium, which was also a blend. It had some barrel aging and vanilla.
Yeah.
And then, Keith, what was the one you thought?
Oh, which one?
for the Black is Beautiful, the one that you liked the most?
I know I think the 3 threes was a base.
Yeah.
It didn't have anything in it, and I remember really liking that one. I know I had the browns because you sent 2 bottles. My bottle broke, and I shared it with Matt. I remember drinking it with him, but I don't remember.
It was a while ago,
Yeah.
and there was a bunch of them.
It also wasn't the only beer we drank.
Yeah.
So, but is the 3 threes the one you were?
I think that's the one you said. Yeah.
And then Shaun, for you,
mine's probably the Browns too. Yeah.
Okay.
The Browns are really good. But the funny thing with the Browns is, I remember this after Mike and I didn't know it was a blend until I think like halfway through the review, or like near the end of the review, like when I was trying to look something up about it, and I was like, "We're idiots."
were you guys mentioning, what was it, barrel or something?
We were mentioning it, and I'm like, "But this was an Asian barrel," and then it turned out, it was a blend.
Yeah,
we had no idea.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yes, I do recall that now, though.
Because I think this was already said, but the Browns was a blended one too, right?
Yeah. And the Browns was a bottle, and it was the what's the
Yeah.
word you would use for that? Like, because the bottle wasn't it was
it was like the matte black.
there we go.
finish.
Yeah, matte. Yeah, the matte.
Oh,
black
for
finish.
the
Yeah.
it had a cool texture too.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, which differentiated it for sure.
I really like this one actually.
I do too.
Really good.
This one is. I wish we had drank it sooner, but
I think it's so great. Like the
Great.
green pepper is slightly small. Like
it's not huge, but
so wait, you drove to Brooklyn to get this?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Because I've heard good things about these guys.
It's only like if there's no traffic to get to like where Folksbier is, it's like, because I used to go to like the other half releases like every weekend or every other weekend, back when they were releasing every other weekend, and it's like an hour and 20 minutes with no traffic.
That's not bad. That's like Treehouse-ish.
But it can be like 4 hours depending on traffic.
Yeah, it's New York City.
No, because it's the last Black is Beautiful beer I have in my possession, and as we've said, like they're being brewed way less, so it might be the last one I ever have, and I'm not mad that this is like kind of potentially bookending my experience.
This is probably the last one I'm going to be talking about on camera, I would think, because I have a Spyglass, I have a Trillium left. I do have one more Hardywood, but after having it last night, I don't want to review it because I don't think it's fair, given all that green pepper.
You should send it to Thomas.
I've had some Evil Genius that was quite good. I haven't had their Black is Beautiful, but raspberry and blueberry puree. I don't know if you saw at the very beginning when we first were talking about this beer, Mike from Nerd Sense was talking a lot about berry, and it did have a lot of berry in it. So I could see how actually adding some pureed berries would just really, this one, I think the coffee, like I said earlier, is like upping the roast a little. I mean, a little bit. You could get this level of roast without the coffee for sure, but I could see like how that would really work with and add to what is already in the beer. So good on Evil Genius for thinking to do that for sure.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I've had a few Evil Genius beers. I think don't they have like a turtle, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themed beer, or like turtle something?
They have like a lot of like fun names.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
isn't that Terrapin that has the turtle?
Terrapin is a turtle. Like all their stuff is turtle related. I don't know if I don't know which one Shaun's talking about with the Ninja Turtle specifically, but the Terrapin is turtle everything. Yeah.
Isn't Terrapin owned by somebody now?
At the very least, they were partially owned by one of the big guys. I don't know if it was 100%. I think it's one of those ones. At least, at the very least, it started out not 100% owned. It was like a 25% stake or whatever.
There's no genie in there, but
it could be.
I'm now looking. They're owned by Molson Coors.
Are they 100%?
Well, it says owned by, and then it has the names, and it says parent is Molson Coors. Oh, in July 2016, Molson Coors announced its majority stake.
Okay.
Ending its status as a craft brewery.
Okay.
Also, I should mention about Evil Genius. There was, I'm actually surprised they did a Black is Beautiful, because there was a thing that it was over the summer sometime, but that they fired I think they fired one of their employees because they said like all cops are bastards or something. Like it was.
Genius did that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Wait, they said it or the employee said it?
The employee said it, and then they got fired or reprimanded or something. So like the fact that they did a Black is there have been a few breweries that are probably more than a few breweries that have done stuff like that.
It was Evil Genius. Yeah, Evil Genius fires head brewer over anti-police Instagram post calling for violence.
I do remember that now.
Yeah, I didn't put that. I kind of remember this news story. I didn't put that with Evil Genius in my mind though.
Like I think Matt was talking about like that brewery in Texas that like did a Black is Beautiful and then wouldn't disclose where the funds went, and the guy was just like, "Nope, my money now," or whatever he said.
Wow,
it was so sketchy. He like gave it to a personal trainer.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe that guy might have been a Black man, and then it was like, yeah, but like that's not the thing. Like if you're getting some training or like personal fitness training, like. Yeah. It's just not exactly maybe and then the guy gets his money back, and then they did with Weathered Souls like more appropriately give the money out. And listen, I'm just saying the story. I'm not saying that I thought that was cool because like you knew up front that was not what this was, dude. Like you definitely that was not. You got caught, and then did what you should have done initially because you got caught, not because you thought it was the right thing to do. Like I'm not absolving their sin at all. That was just how the story ended. I have, Moohoo Stout. I might have been before I did beer reviews.
I just Googled it, and I definitely recognize the label,
Yeah, I don't remember if I ever reviewed it, but I think I had it before I started doing beer reviews. But I have had it. I remember liking it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever reviewed a Terrapin. Now I think about it.
I don't.
I've had so many Terrapin beers. Like, I remember they're just solid. I just haven't had them in a while.
My cousin lives down in Atlanta, and I remember having some when I was down there. And then the big one is Sweetwater, so I had a bunch of those too.
Oh yeah, Sweetwater.
But I don't remember if I reviewed. I might have reviewed some Sweetwater he gave. I don't remember. But anyway, yes, Terrapin have had that beer. I remember liking it.
Yes.
Don't think I reviewed it.
I haven't had it.
No.
I know the beer you're talking. I know that beer, but I haven't had it. I think I've had like one Terrapin beer, and I think I had it because it was like an old bottle at a brewery at a bar, and they were like discounting it. So I was like, I'll have one of those.
Yeah. I'm just getting it. Yeah, Hubbard's Cave. Someone was nice enough to send me a beer or two from them, and it was delicious. And then I'm like, oh wait, these are on the shelves by me in New York. So I was like, oh, that's good to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
They make great stouts, great stouts. And then they have I don't know how it works. It's like a sister brewery or it's the same brewery, like the Jack Sappy Springdale thing, where it's the same owners. They have Una Annie or Uni Annie, however you pronounce it, and they do like wilds. So and it's like the same. Like if you like, I didn't realize it, and then like I bought a stout, and then I bought one of the sours, and I had no idea that they're the same. I'm like, why do these labels look so damn similar? And then I was like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, they seem to be knocked out of the park for sure. Sweetwater is a great brewery. I don't think I've had anything from them. Yeah, I mean the stuff. And then we had some of the like more regular stuff. Then he had gone to one of their fests or something and got one of the specialty releases that was in like a 750 kind of a thing. And that beer, I can't remember what it was delicious too. Like definitely, I enjoyed what I had. And yeah, he raved about it, like going to the brewery and stuff. You know, he definitely spoke highly. Happy ending.
Happy
ending. Oh, from Hubbard's Cave or from? Yeah, and Shaun, same thing. I don't know how to pronounce the other.
Yeah, I think it's like UNE or I'm googling if it's Hubbard's Cave. I had a friend make a ice cream out of a Hubbard's Cave, like peanut butter chocolate stout. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, Douglas, I don't know. I forget the numbers in America, in the United States, who brewed more, or what was brewed more, the Altogether, the Black is Beautiful, But yeah, I know that Black is Beautiful was brewed in other countries besides ours, which is awesome. Like it's definitely something I care about deeply. But yeah, it was curious to see, countries that are who maybe have these issues, and then countries that don't have this specific issue as much that they're trying to draw attention to. But yeah, I mean, it was short version. I'm not surprised altogether was maybe a beer that they brewed more around the world.
Oh, sorry. Very good. Finished. I was gonna say, because aren't IPAs a little cheaper to produce as well, and giving away proceeds from brewing a stout is a little less accessible for. Well, I know a bunch of small breweries that have done Black is Beautiful, but I know.
Yeah.
I think it was a little less accessible for breweries that were financially whatever.
Well, especially during COVID. I mean, if they weren't, especially like depending on the state. I mean, if like how it worked for them to be able to still sell beer, and I was thinking more the social thing, but yeah, I mean, like for sure, what goes into the beer.
It was Sweetwater.
Sweetwater, okay.
Happy Ending was Sweetwater. It was a
this one.
Yes, there we go.
I have my mouse, and I'm like because at school when I'm with the students, I cannot like show them with my mouse cursor. Like I'm underlining the thing to pay attention to, and I'm doing that right now. It's like, oh wait, no one's seeing me underline anything with my mouse. But yes, that is that is exactly right. That's too funny. Yeah, you'd hope. I mean, there's always going to be people acting crappy, but like. You'd hope people would do the right thing with these initiatives and whatnot. But that altogether, or Black is Beautiful, and not all the proceeds even went out the door, let alone to where it should have gone. But I'm sure overwhelmingly the money got to places where it should and did make a difference, which is awesome. And then that's more reality.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything. Sweetwater 420 strain. Yeah, they definitely lean into that lifestyle for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
I thought you were leaning into that lifestyle, Kyle.
Now that it's legal in New York. No, CBD. I do like sometimes if I'm feeling a little anxious or some stress. CBD has been, especially like on an empty stomach. Actually, I was talking to Shaun about this like a week ago. We got that some CBD, like liquid CBD that has an emulsifier, so it'll mix with things. And I was, noticing if maybe I mixed it with some kombucha and water while I was making dinner on an empty stomach, it kind of hit my system a little bit better than like after I ate or something. And keep in mind, I'm a relatively large person, so I think probably, my size plus a full belly is going to hit different than other people. But that was really that's when it was more noticeable. Like I do feel calmer. This is nice. I'm not like, because it doesn't get you high, so I'm not like tripping or anything, but I am like just noticeably, the world is not so evil, and I'm not getting so anxious.
That was a joke based on your April Fool's thing.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, it's still weird being a teacher and the thought of like going hardcore into something like that. But definitely
diving head first.
CBD has been nice. Yeah.
Next time we see you, you're gonna have dreads and you're gonna be.
It's gonna be like the worst, like the skullet, but like with dreads. So it's like there's nothing up here, and then just the whitest, like the worst thing that could possibly you could do being me is to get dreads, both culturally and then just physicality of my head ability.
Oh, next beer to Papalooza, I can't wait.
I can't wait. And if we're not doing one in person, we have to do a virtual one at the very least.
We have to figure it out. Yeah.
Racism makes LA a bigger problem in the U.S., but too bad it's happening not with Europeans. Yeah. I mean, picked up by the Netherlands. As long as people are, I hate to say scared of things that are different than them. The United States had a big push years ago to integrate, and it did make a big difference. When people realized we're just humans. There was, and I still use it because I teach U.S. history. There was this doll test, and this is what a weird turn for a beer video, but it was part of our.
Well, it's Black is Beautiful, so I guess that makes
for the Brown versus Board of Education, which in the United States is what integrated schools after they had been allowed to be segregated. And one of the pieces of evidence was this doll test where they had, different, children play with different colored dolls and, would ask them questions, which is a pretty doll, which is the ugly doll, which is a smart doll, which is the, dumb doll, the evil one. And after, asking questions, and overwhelmingly, the darker the doll, the more evil, the stupider, they would ask the children, and then which one looks more like you. And they replicated it. There was no, footage of their actions, but they replicated it very recently. And to still see some of the children who had, said the dark dolls was, the evil one, the stupid one, and then you can see like the gears turning because they themselves have a dark complexion. Like, oh yeah, I look like the one I just said all those bad things about. So certainly, any culture that is teaching people to view others as poorly based on skin color, religion, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nuts, dude. Reefer Madness 2020, yeah. Cheers, pal. It's time for a crack beer. Hydra. Good choice. Love the Hydra. An international traveler and a person. Yes. Okay. It took me a sec to, yeah. Yeah, it is. No, it is. I mean, and then you see, again, like that's what I'm saying. Like, you go to China and you think, oh yeah, this would be a culture of, they're all, Chinese. No. There are minority groups who are mistreated. And I'm not talking about like the most recent things with the people who are Islamic who over the Silk Road immigrated there, generations ago. But just like minority groups who are, have lived there, for sure. Like yeah, for sure. Maybe they don't want to burn their hands on something or something.
We brought this up before, yeah.
Yeah, because in reference to the like altogether, because the altogether was more of a.
That's easy.
Like it's.
Who did all together didn't do Black is Beautiful, and then because like a lot of I think Matt said it once, like Black is Beautiful could put a mark on your brewery if you have a certain clientele.
Yeah. Depending where you are, it could be a very smart business financial decision. It could be a very dumb one. Yeah, there's a local Tummy Brewery Beer Tree, and they just had to issue a statement because people were mad because there was some organization wanted to advertise that they were having this police event at their brewery, and after they created a Facebook group and all this stuff, event or whatever, they're like, hey, can we do this event at your place? And they're just like, oh, well, we're not trying to be overly, political with any of this kind of stuff. And then people were like, but you did a Black is Beautiful beer, and it certainly, became a thing where they had to issue a statement. Yeah. So, I mean, definitely to Douglas's point, I mean, speaking of Matt, I mean, he, without a doubt, lost a bunch of subscribers and views and stuff. And because I mean, I didn't think he went that hard about racial stuff, but I mean, for America, some people just, they want to sweep it under the rug. They don't want to talk about it. And it's crazy.
Sometimes I like, because that's probably a bigger reason why breweries didn't do it rather than the financial thing. Because honestly, like sometimes I forget it's even like a political issue because because it's not a political issue. So my brain, I'm just like not a political issue. So like I don't even consider that sometimes, which.
It's nuts. Yeah, the disconnect some people have. I mean, I'm not going to tell them, but the stories I could about, I work in a relatively rural district, and it's just like the disconnect of, of what some of these people think, and it's wild. Yeah, it's wild. But we've done this for over an hour, so. But yeah, no, I probably should get going and make some moves before we start making dinner.
Yeah.
But yeah, Keith, I don't know why I'm like the one announcing this, but thank you so much for the beers, dude. Like, really.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really, really happy with this one. It was amazing.
Yeah. So, but yeah, everyone, depending on which channel you're watching, make sure you're checking out all 3 of the channels. You got Keith from 93 Lumber. You got Shaun, and Mike was on earlier from Nerd Sense. I'm from No Hype Beer Reviews. Earlier, Thomas from Thomas Opened joined. Some people with other beer channels have been commenting, like Thomas, and then also Beers with Douglas. Check out all the beer channels, and then if you don't like one, stop checking it out. What are your guys' thoughts on the foul? Geez, Josh.
Wait. Is there a new founder situation, or are we talking about the old?
No.
Okay, I was like, what did I miss?
No, because they also did a Black is Beautiful.
They did.
They did.
Yeah.
They did like
Did I know
6
this?
packs.
Maybe I did know this. I must have known this.
Yeah,
The founder. Josh, killing me, man. They took some steps that would seem good. They hired someone about diversity. They did the Black like things that like someone who really really cares about this stuff and is totally willing to boycott a place who I can't morally and ethically support. They did some things where I'd be like, man, that was, ownership, steps in the right direction, whatever. But like the diversity person they hired quit because it was just like almost like a publicity thing. Like, hey, we hired someone, like everything's good. And it's like, yeah, you didn't let them do anything. You didn't, nothing changed. And you put not literal handcuff, but like you didn't let them do a full anything, and it just, what was there was another brewery, was it Boulevard? There was like some sexism recently.
Boulevard was
really took action, and it was like a completely different thing. I mean,
like the founder came back or whatever. Like not the founder. Well, the founder, right? Like he wasn't part of it at all, and then he came back after they booted whoever the head was at the time. Yeah,
because they're Duval now. Duval, how to pronounce it?
Right.
But yeah, like it seemed like if you have a business with more than one employee, there's you and someone else, there's potentially the other person could do something stupid and make your business look bad, for sure. So like I can overlook an initial sin if the company then does things good, the right way to correct it, to prevent it. I'm having a really hard time still with Founders, and I like Founders beers quite a bit. I'm having a real hard time. I've been this.
I want to say, I don't know how much I can say, but someone I know personally works for a company, and they may correct me if I'm wrong in this, if I'm remembering incorrectly, but they hired like a diversity board kind of thing, and they weren't paying the people
At first.
Like they hired this diversity board to like help the company be more diverse, but then they weren't or
DEIB training, so implementing it at every level of the business.
Yeah, and they hired these people as like interns or whatever, and they weren't paying them at all. They're paying them now because obviously there was pushback about that, but yeah. So a lot of the stuff for like some companies who do stuff like that, it's mostly just like a publicity stunt, or some kind of just like, oh, we did the bare minimum, so we're good now.
There's a lot of that. Those are conversations my wife and I have a lot, where it's, even like, she was looking at some jobs and things, and it's like, wait, this is the same title as these 8 other people in this company, but this is the lowest paid of the, it's like, wait, it's the same level, but the diversity person gets paid less. It's like, even that, like, how do you not catch?
Yeah.
You know, like, it just drives me. Yeah. Travis, thanks for watching, dude.
Yeah, thanks for watching,
Travis.
Yeah, I mean, I love KBS. I mean,
Yeah.
it's.
I refuse to buy more Founders. I've been drinking through the cellar, but not reviewing it specifically. And we've definitely talked about this offline. Yeah,
I know.
The Trillium thing, that was another one that was like, man, you guys got caught doing something that seemed not very cool.
Yeah, and they course corrected relatively quickly, but it's still like, well.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta own up.
Are they still pouring tequila in their beer or whatever they were doing?
I forgot about that one.
I forgot about that too. I still do.
Yeah, I have no moral problem. You know, if you had already bought it or whatever. I mean, I certainly consumed what I had spent money on. Hey, Bruno.
Yeah, I still have some KBS. Like, I feel like KBS though, cellar. Drink it now because it's going to be pepper.
With the coffee in it.
But the same thing. Like, I've just kind of been drinking what I have down as much, like CBS, breakfast stout, KBS.
Hi. No,
yeah. Come on in. I have one Founders beer that I got like 5 years ago, I think. At this point, it was it was called Lizard of Cause.
Oh, yeah, like blueberry one. Yeah, that one's terrible.
So I'm waiting to drink it with Matt, and I think we might do a video for it just because it's terrible. It's as far as I know, it's always been terrible.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
be one of the worst beers I've ever had.
It's terrible.
My top five or bottom
there's
five
a,
worst.
There's a store down the street that still has on the shelves, and I'm like, nope. Well, I guess.
Go buy some. We can do another video. And just slam.
Well, that beer was so bad. I remember Goose Island for their Bourbon County the one year was doing something that sounded similar because it had blueberries in it.
They did the blueberry almond one.
Yeah,
that was
I'm
delicious.
Like, no. I'm like, Lizard of Cause was so awful. This must have to suck too. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is delicious. Oh, this beer can be delicious.
Yeah,
man. I mean, that beer sucks.
Yeah,
I remember.
Because that CBS, because that maple, I bet even from 17 to be drinking 9.
I had a recent I had the one that still had the Mountie on it. Remember when they changed the labels?
Yeah.
I forget the reason they changed. Yeah, I had the one with the Mountie on it.
They couldn't, I think the Canadian government or something was like, don't use the Mounties.
I think I still have a bottle of the one without the Mountie, so whatever year that 2018 or whatever. But yeah.
Lizard Cause, I forgot about the beer.
Yeah, well, it's funny because the only time I had it it was a line share.
Okay.
And Matt was there and he had it too there. And they had these like, I forget if I was using Matt, because Matt used to bring like little like taster glasses, and I forget if it was one of the taster glasses or I think one time someone had like little like 1 ounce cups, like little plastic cups that they were giving everybody. And it was just that much. It was like an ounce or two. And it was, I think I finished it, but like it was, it was even that much was like not good. Like,
I don't
like
think I remember doing beer reviews. I don't remember.
Like, like you have a beer that you don't want to drink like 5 ounces is enough or 6 ounces enough or whatever. Yeah. But like that was just like, it's just a bad beer. Yeah.
I've had good beers, like, exactly to your point, Keith. I've had beers I liked, but like maybe that 5 ounces or whatever would be enough. But you enjoy the experience. Whereas that beer, there's no amount of it I want at all,
ever again in my life.
And Josh, you're right, man. Like that beer was not cheap.
No.
Like was even a bigger kick of like, wait, like this is the lack of quality and the price point. It's like, what is this?
And speaking of blueberry stouts, I just looked over. I still have this over there that are actually good. This is Foothills.
Okay.
Dead and Buried. It's a barrel-aged beer with blueberries in it, and it's outstanding. So Boundaries just literally dropped the ball on that one.
Is that a seal? Is that a new bottle?
It's this year's, yeah. I haven't opened it yet.
Oh. Oh,
I
you
haven't
got
put it.
it.
Yeah, I haven't put it in the
No,
cellar. Just nice. Yeah,
push the cap back in.
but
All
but
right.
I haven't had this very, but I had a couple of years ago. And it's so.
All right, I
so-
gotta help Bruno.
Yeah,
I gotta get going.
Yeah, we gotta. We'll end the
Thanks again,
broadcast.
Keith. Thanks to everyone for watching. Check out all the channels. Have a great night,
Yeah.
everyone. Black is beautiful.
Yes.
All right, bye, guys.
Thanks,